would like to start by saying that there is no single all powerful food. There is no single all powerful brain food. Forget all that social media has told you. For memory functioning, brain health, and productivity, maintaining an overall healthy diet rich in fruits, veggies, whole grains, legumes, and protein is your best bet. It not only protects the brain, but it also protects the body that houses the brain. Today, I'll be sharing some important foods and food components that should be staple in every student or working professional's diet. Okay, so if you're looking for ways to hack your productivity, improve your diet to help with your brain functioning, your brain health, productivity, this video is for you. Stick with me, okay? So I'll just dive right into it. The first food we'll be talking about today are green leafy vegetables. Green leafy vegetables. So green leafy vegetables like broccoli, pumpkin leaf. In my country, it's called ugoli. But broccoli, pumpkin leaf, spinach, things like that. Green leafy vegetables contain nutrients like beta carotene, which help slow cognitive decline. So it helps slow decline in brain functioning. As we get older, as human beings, our brain functioning, our brain capacity reduces, but beta carotene helps to slow down this reduction in brain capacity. So I would say it's really, really good for older adults, or older persons or mature adults in school, right? But even as a young person, it's very, very important for you as well. And then the next thing is fatty fish. Fatty fish. So fatty fish contains omega-3 fatty acids that contributes to brain health by lowering blood levels of beta amyloid. Pardon me, I'm just reading from my note here. Beta amyloid is a protein that forms damaging clumps in the brain of patients with Alzheimer's disease. So if you don't know what Alzheimer's disease is, it is I think it's a form of dementia, or dementia is a form of Alzheimer's disease, one or the other, but it has to do with confusion and memory loss. As a young person, you don't you don't want to start losing your memory, right? So fatty fish is very important as it helps with memory, it helps with mood regulation, and protection against cognitive decline again. So the next foods or group of foods we're talking about today are antioxidants containing foods. So like the name says, antioxidant, these foods, they fight against oxidating agents. They prevent oxidation of certain compounds or certain chemicals that, when oxidated, will form harmful substances in our body. So these foods include flavonoids or antioxidants that help improve memory by protecting the brain cells from damage. So one thing that antioxidants, they are oxidants rather, are very, very reactive. So what these antioxidants do is they limit or they block the activity of the oxidants, stopping them from reacting with certain compounds, certain parts of the brain, and causing damage, right? Because oxidants are very reactive, they are very powerful, they cause damage in different parts of the body, not just the brain. So that is why we have foods like berries, dark chocolates, and broccoli nuts, vitamin C. These foods, vitamin C containing foods like citrus, act as antioxidants. And also, I just wanted to mention a study done at Harvard's Brigham and Women's Hospital found that women who consumed 2 or more servings of strawberries and blueberries each week delayed memory decline by up to 2.5 years. Very, very impressive, right? I know 2.5 years may not seem like a lot, but in it compounds, right? It compounds. And one thing I've realized is that it's easier to lose it's easier to lose something than it is to gain it back. So it's better to be safe than sorry. Another thing is vitamin B12, iron, and vitamin D. So on this channel, I've mentioned a couple of times that there are certain food or certain nutrients that if they are missing in your diet, it could lead to poor motivation or constant tiredness or lack of energy. And then I did some research as a nutrition graduate I am. And I mean, I did learn this in school. But these vitamins are actually vitamin B12, iron, and vitamin D. So deficiency of these vitamins and this mineral, because iron is a mineral, causes fatigue, tiredness, weakness, and potentially confusion and poor memory. These nutrients are primarily found in animal food and products. So people that are vegan or vegetarian are at higher risk of having deficiency for these nutrients. Unfortunately, there are fortified products such as cereals and supplements for vegans or vegetarians. Vitamin D, on the other hand, is primarily gotten from sunlight, foods like fatty fish, egg yolks, or supplements, especially if you live in this part of the world. In North America, where during the winter the sun is almost non-existent. Okay, and then the next group of foods we're talking about, they are high energy foods. So the brain is a very energy intensive organ. Your brain consumes a lot, a lot. Your brain feeds on energy. It feeds on glucose, primarily glucose. So personally, I do not advise students or people that are constantly using their brain to go on a low carb diet. Like I don't subscribe to that, because the brain primarily feeds on glucose, and the brain is an energy intensive organ. So please guys, make sure you're getting in your carbs, make sure you're getting in your carbs, make sure you're getting in enough carbs. I think the current recommendation is 45 to 65% of your daily calories should come from carbohydrates. Please try to stick to that. I'm not saying you should overeat, but try to make sure that you're getting enough carbs, because your brain needs it to function. Okay. And then the next thing is water. A hydrated brain is a coordinated one. Even though I feel like I don't have the right to say this, because I struggle with taking water myself. But honestly, unlike other parts of the body, the brain cannot store water. The brain cannot store water. So if it is very, very important to stay hydrated throughout the day, because hydration affects your mood, it affects your ability to concentrate. And you can bear me witness that whenever you're thirsty, you find it more difficult to concentrate. You find that you're grumpy, right? So hydration, your brain is not able to store water. Please don't let it dry. Like imagine your brain as a my imagination is going well, but imagine your brain very dry and cranky, and even when it should be very fleshy and juicy. Okay. But yeah, so guys, try to stay hydrated, okay? I think it is recommended 2 to 3 liters of water per day. So try to achieve that as much as you can. And remember this, that's actually all the foods that we have for today. So please remember this: what goes into your body affects your body more than what comes out of it. So as students and as young people, we cannot overemphasize the importance of what goes into our body. Our brains are very important. Again, we are young people, we are students, we are young working professionals. We need our brain for school, we need our brain to work, we need our brain for like another 50 to 70 to 80 years. So we really need to take care of the brain. The brain is literally almost like the powerhouse of the body, right? It coordinates several other parts of your body. Once the brain shuts down, literally, it's like your whole body is going to shut down. So guys, please, let's try to take care of our body. Okay, let's try to take care of our brain. And thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I'll see you next time.